Sports Network, presented by Hyundai.
Secures home court advantage throughout the Eastern Conference. Was knocked away from Donovan Mitchell. That pass by Garland is tipped and grabbed by Keon Ellis. He'll find a trailer into Rosen. Off to Lyles for a corner three as Lyles gets the Kings on the board. Monday night with us. The Cavs are 62-15. Max Strus down the lane. Floats over Sabonis and drops it through.
Yeah, nice take by Max Strus, coming off that little fake pick right there by Jared. Sabonis have to shift to a different level. Nice job by the Cavs.
Sabonis straight away off to Lyles. That was tipped by Rosen. Finds Lyles. Lyles loves those corners. He misses that time. That's batted out of bounds where the Kings used a 76-point second half to top the Cavs. 123-119. Mitchell gets fouled, shooting a three by Zach LaVine. The Kings in that ball game were without both LaVine and
Donovan as he shot that ball.
Well, the acquisition of LaVine is one of a number of drastic franchise-altering decisions made by Sacramento. Mike Brown won 48 in 46 games to San Antonio. He was a man who many thought would be the face of this Sacramento.
You know, still young enough and in the prime of his career, a prolific scorer. They've got some nice pieces on this basketball team, and health is always going to be the main issue when you have a guy like DeRozan and Sabonis. The guys getting a little bit, you know, DeRozan's been in the league 16 years, so they can stay healthy. Boy, they're a really good basketball team.
Certainly has a more veteran field in his club, as here is LaVine. He is a familiar face along with DeRozan. They played the last handful of seasons in Chicago as Sabonis with a good pump fake, got Mobley in the air, and he'll lay it in. Sabonis is leading the NBA consecutive season. Garland uncorks a long-distance three that's rebounded by Lyles. Sabonis grabs 14 a game this year.
Yeah, a lot of people were surprised he didn't make the All-Star game. I mean, he really has had an unbelievable season, past 3 seasons. So steady, just workmanlike attitude. Great young man, works really hard on both ends of the floor, and chip off the old block. His dad was one heck of a player as well.
Sabonis was All-NBA third team each of the last 2 years as Garland tears inside. He left Keon Ellis behind.
Nice job by Darius. Basketball, keeping it in front of him, not letting him get it beside him or behind him. He keeps it in front. Boy, he is difficult to stay in front of.
DeMar DeRozan loves the mid-range. This time he'll dump off to LaVine. Back to Lyles. Lyles couldn't shoot it. Strong multiple efforts by the Cavs. DeRozan again opts not to take that three. He gets bailed out, however.
The basketball can do that to you as a defender. It's a nightmare.
Well, the Cavs were last in action on Friday in San Antonio. They survived a late charge victory. The Cavs now have won 62 games. That's the second most in a single season in franchise history. It also was the Cavs' 29th road win of the season. They swept their 15th opponent of the year. The Cavs with that win over the Spurs.
A lot of teams would take their road record as their home record. Incredible.
Take the big Mobley dunk. Cavs this season are 29-10 on the road.
Absolute remarkable.
The superlatives go on and on. Lyles. No. Good side rebound is hauled in by Donovan Mitchell. We're tied at 7. We're 3 minutes in. Strus surveys. Splits a double. Lost it momentarily. Recaptures and resets. He'll lob to Allen. Allen had great position inside. He'll lay it up and in.
Nice job by Jared Allen holding DeRozan. Strus, he couldn't go away from that. Donovan makes himself such a big target. Nice pass.
DeRozan, another pump fake. Gets him loose. He is a big, strong hombre. Is Sabonis. Much like his father Arvydas, as you mentioned, Brad, a rookie in the NBA at the age of 31. Was his father Arvydas. Mobley for three. The start he had. Wow, what a rebound by Strus. Back it goes to Garland. Strus in traffic. Mitchell got it. Second effort by Max Strus. Turns into a Mitchell triple.
Yeah, those second effort opportunities is what we're focusing on as a basketball club, getting second chances. In the NBA, we're such a good shooting basketball team. We get second possessions, we're usually going to make those, so got to fight for those.
Foul is called on Allen. Sabonis would not be stopped. He lays it in.
I think he meant to hit him with that elbow. It should have just been a play. Let him play.
A foul on Allen, by the way, is his apiece. Garland shovels to Strus, goes and gets it back, has an alley, finds Mobley, who makes a terrific catch and a better spin move as Mobley cracks it home.
Yeah, that was a heck of a move by got close pretty quickly defensively when he caught that basketball and was a little bit behind him. He's so strong and so quick, elevated up to dunk that basketball. Fantastic.
DeRozan left it short. Mobley had 18 of his 25 points in the first quarter in San Antonio on Friday. Mitchell took his time. He glided toward that basket. On the run. Remember, the tickets for the Cavs playoff. It has been rocking inside this joint all season.
Been treated this year with just excellent basketball play night in and night out. More to come.
DeRozan picked up by Mobley. The shot clock dwindles. Pass finds Levine, and the former Bulls teammates hook up for three, and we have a timeout on the floor. 7:03 to go here in the first.
That's fantastic. What a great young man. Just being a great part of his community, and what an honor, a true hero. Fantastic.
Accidental contact there, but that's not something that can be looked at. And here's Ty Jerome back on the floor. What, you want more things to be looked at? You want more things to be looked at?
Adam Silver's getting a list for me in May.
The guy who can
these games, put these reviews. It's ridiculous. It's too long.
6.5 to go here in the first. Good to see Ty Jerome back on the floor. It's the last 5 games dealing with a knee injury, and DeRozan gets inside. He'll lay it up and in. This guy has been doing this for a long 16th season out of Southern Cal as Hunter fresh off that Cavalier bench.
Well, we just see Hunter every game come in. I keep calling him the Predator, man. He just is hunting for that offense, aggressive on defense. He is not shy to put the Cavs on his back and let it happen. Love it. And you're right, DeMar DeRozan, he hasn't lost a step, man. He's been in the league 16 years.
Still fun to watch. Sabonis left it short after grabbing the offensive rebound. It's tipped to the corner by Garland and retrieved. Hunter hit 4 big threes in San Antonio 2 nights ago. What a move there by Garland. Rebounded by Lyles. There's Ellis. The man Garland turned around. He leaks out and dunks.
Like I said, before the game down there, he just has not aged at all. He's taken very high level.
Good human being, too.
Oh, he's a fantastic young man.
Really good for this game as Allen grabs the offensive rebound, sends one up into the rafters. It's grabbed by Ellis, 2-on-1. He has Levine. Levine, the former slam dunk champ, with the finish, and we're tied at 21.
You know, the deal is with these young guys that even in my era, and we had great athletes, but the way they take care of themselves and the way they condition themselves and the way they eat, think, and take care, it's at an unbelievable level. And I think we need to recognize how great these young men are as the best athletes in the world. The game is phenomenal. I don't care what anyone says. These guys are unbelievable. You got Jared Allen, Evan Mobley out guarding guys 20 feet from the basket. They couldn't do that in my era. None of those guys. You got to respect that.
Well said. Here's Ty Jerome. Jerome gets 2 feet in the paint. His floater doesn't go. Strus to save it. He got it back into Jerome. Back to Hunter. Hunter thought about it. Relays to Garland instead. The King lead is 23-21. Garland slow walks in toward Lyles. Now bursts to the basket. His floater, however, is rebounded by Sabonis. Levine's pass, Jesus, picked off. It was right at Ty Jerome, who read it as Jerome stops, floats, and scores. Welcome back, Ty Jerome.
Yeah, he was great. Just did a great by the Cavaliers. It's just from Reed. I think on the offensive end, the Cavaliers need to take their time and execute. They're trying to force things at times to match shot for shot.
Has checked in. He'll join Jerome, Hunter, Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell. Here's Mobley back on the floor. He gets fouled, could not finish. DeRozan, fellow USC alum, commits the personal and sends Mobley to the line.
Nice post up.
Both DeRozan and Levine in trades as Mobley misses both. DeRozan headline, interestingly, both were picked up in 3-team deals involving Sacramento, Chicago, and San Antonio. Sabonis spins, banks, scores, and gets fouled by Mobley as Sabonis has a chance for 3. It was Harrison Barnes who moved from Sacramento to
hands very, very well. You saw him go to his right as a left-handed player, and like I say, he's so sturdy. He's very, very strong. It's hard to displace him, and he comes at you. He's a whirling dervish. So Evan, back off of him just a little bit. Use that length. Same thing for Jared. Just use your length against a guy like that. He's so
Malik Monk is checked in. Jerome got a half step on him, but it's Sabonis with the steal. The big man rumbles into the forecourt, goes down the lane and lays it in. Sabonis has 12 first quarter points. Mitchell leaks out. He's pursued by Devin Carter, the rookie out of Providence. Mitchell steps back. That three is no good, and rebounded by Lyles.
A bit more patience on that offensive end by the Cavaliers. You always take advantage of opportunities, but like I talked about a second ago, we got to get back into the discipline of execution.
Malik Monk has not turned down many. That was a long distance three that was wide right. Mobley tipped out of bounds.
Things on the defensive end of the floor, or it's going to be a long evening. So I'm expecting them to do it in this quarter.
Yeah, one of those is off the break, right? They've been getting some easy points in the paint, certainly in the area to clean up there in that first quarter.
We're underway here in the second. We'll set the lineups for you in a moment as Monk slashes and misses as Mobley was there at the rim. Mobley is out here with Merrill, Jerome, Mitchell, and Isaac Okoro as a Mitchell three is no good. Tipped a number of times. Okoro almost pried it away from Jones, and then Merrill nearly took it away from Jonas Valanciunas, who has just checked in.
How do you like going from Sabonis to Valanciunas? My goodness, that's a long night's work, man.
That's a lot of inertia in there in that paint. Levine, shot clock winding down. Couldn't get the shot off as he was being badgered. That pass is picked off by Devin Carter. You got to look there at interim head coach Doug Christie as Monk slices inside. He'll feed the corner. Three is no good as that's tipped. Levine. Zach Levine cans a baseline jumper. 7 lead. Just over a minute into the second quarter. Mitchell weaves around a Mobley screen. Keeps Levine on his hip. He'll bank it up and bank it in.
Yeah, I want to see more of that where he's actually getting a pick so he can actually have some room to come off. And that creates the deficit because now you have two people trying to stop the backs and get you an open shot.
What a steal by Mitchell and what a finish by Mobley.
Nice job. Good job. Well, by Ty got it to the right guy and that orchestrator right there of Ty Jerome. Nice pass.
Valanciunas pulls his way inside back to Carter. Boy, Mitchell just plucked it away from Carter that last time down to set up the fast break. Valanciunas has it rejected by Evan Mobley.
Taking that body blow and still going up and like an erector set blocking that shot.
Mitchell rams into Jones, then went over the top of the rookie out of Washington State. Monk. Cross-court feed finds Levine. Levine looked to penetrate on Okoro. Isaac stayed put and forced a really. Rome has his head up. He'll stop. He'll fire. Monk was a plus 25 in 23 minutes Friday night in Charlotte in an easy 23-point Kings victory. Mobley broke up that Monk pass. Here's Okoro. Okoro storms toward the basket. Dumps to Merrill. Extra pass. Mitchell for three. Okoro's there. He'll take his time, had to dribble out of danger, eventually feed it to Mobley. Now it's Jerome. Jerome puts it on the floor, try to draw a foul. He doesn't get it, but he leans and scores and ties this game. But a handful of Cavs, including the core four, playing in low minutes in terms of their career numbers this season. And that's precisely what he's done. The idea being we want this team to be as healthy as possible in mid-April. And man, that is right around the corner. And here they are. Ty Jerome just came off that injury list as Monk goes to the basket. He gets fouled by Mitchell. So Monk will shoot free throws as Monk remains down. But it's been a season that
coaches want to have that opportunity to play multiple people and multiple players and rest their stars. But it just doesn't happen. And it's a little bit of a multifaceted offense. So you could fit a lot of different pieces into that puzzle.
Mitchell, Garland, and Mobley are all playing Brooklyn.
Wow.
And it's just right up and down in terms of the key guys and results in plays like these. Donovan Mitchell feeding Evan Mobley is just one win away from locking up home court advantage throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs. Dean Wade's back in the lineup, so the Cavs are whole here with 5 to go. Valanciunas looking for an opening. He'll find one as the big man floats it up and in. Talking a little bit about those Suns, the Phoenix team is no secret with that huge payroll, and they need to go to work late Wade for three. Hey, knocks it down. Dean Wade back in that Cavalier lineup. The Kings host Phoenix on the final game of the season. The Kings have a 2-game lead on Phoenix for that 10th and final play-in spot. The Suns lead that season series, so the Kings are going to have to be 2 games clear of the Suns to prevent what would be a winner-take-all in Game 82 between the Kings and the Suns. So fans in Phoenix are pulling for the Cavs right here as Mobley takes the feed from Mitchell. He'll bank it out. There was a lot of contact. The Cavs bench again. Mitchell got hog-tied. He floats it up. Allen's back in the game. He'll float off to Strus. Okoro in the corner. Puts it on the floor. Takes it right past Levine. Isaac Okoro finger rolls and scores.
I like that move by Strong to the basket, knowing the contact's coming. He's not concerned with that. Turns the corner, no one's there. Nice job.
Garland's back in the ball game. That pass by Levine was a touch ambitious.
A dribble drive, get him off balance and layup.
The long rebound is grabbed by Strus. Strus feeds Okoro. Okoro for three. Hey, knocks it down as Serena has more on Isaac.
When Kenny was asked, Okoro was the first name that Kenny said. Remember, he missed so many games with that sprained right shoulder. So to see him right now find that form after that injury has been huge.
Cavalier defense is tightened here in the second quarter. Garland rebounds the Levine miss. 5.5 to go. Garland down the lane, hits Okoro, back to Garland. Now it's Wade. Wade for three. Okoro's in there again. He lays it in.
Great job by Okoro on the backboard. Very strong, getting those second chance opportunities. Isaac's done a great job keeping that ball alive.
Isaac Okoro and the Cavaliers have authored a...
Really has changed the narrative for the Cavs.
He is one of the easiest guys to root for.
Yeah.
He really is.
Hard-working guy, keeps to himself, very quiet, sneaky funny.
Yeah, does all the dirty work as Levine. That Cavalier lead is 45-41. It's a really good human to be around and really good passer too as he sets up Jared Allen.
That was perfect timing. Basket. He is a fine young man, and guard's usually the best on the other team that shoots the basketball night in and night out. Does a fine job.
Sabonis runs out of real estate, and guess who's there? Here comes Okoro. Off it goes to Garland through Garland's hands, and is scooped up by Ellis. The Kings have numbers 3-on-1. Sabonis. He now has 15 points to go along with 6 rebounds. Garland. That's rebounded by Lyles. Levine looks to work his way inside. He ducks under Strus and trims that Cavalier lead to 2. Ohio. Allen between the circles, hands off to Strus. Now Hunter for 3. Hunter nails the triple. Another pure stroke by DeAndre. That's his second 3 of this first half. Sabonis that time shoved out near the logo by Allen. Sabonis hands off to DeRozan. DeRozan operates that foul line. Dumps back to Ellis for 3. It's rebounded by Allen. That was a strong defensive possession by the Cavs.
Nice swing in on that possession on that defensive end. It's getting better and better as the Cavs play.
Strus, Allen, banks and score.
Keep putting pressure on this team. Keep making them have to make plays on the offensive end. Make them execute. You don't want side of the ball. Be very aggressive, talk, communicate, then get easy stuff on the other end, going inside with Okoro and Allen.
Levine off to Sabonis. Once again, Sabonis has all day. That time he missed the 3. It's batted toward Ellis, and the Kings reset with a fresh 14. DeRozan backs up. Sabonis flashes. He wants it in that post. DeRozan, however, will take a mid-range jumper and score. Cavs have limited DeRozan to just
execute, and you should have a good opportunity to win this ballgame.
Here is Sabonis. He's pestered by Jared Allen. Lyles relays and finds DeRozan. DeRozan works on Strus, gets to the elbow, and Strus got a piece of it. The loose ball comes to Darius Garland. Strus leaks out. What a pass right on the money, and DeRozan fouls Strus.
That's a great example of it. Excellent defense. Very nice job of
quickly, but he had the aggressiveness and the confidence to work that
the confidence
ball into
is the thing, yeah.
To a streaking Strus, you can score Tuesday against a Chicago team that has won 12 of their last 16. Look up to the 7-8 game instead of the 9-10 game where you only have to win one to move on to the playoffs as Lyles out of the corner got fouled. Cavs 58, Kings 56. Allen finds Mobley once again. Boy, that big-to-big connection has been special to watch this season.
Yeah, just both of them, both ways.
Sabonis bounces back to Sabonis, who got tangled up by Mobley, and it's Garland with the steal. He quickly outlets to Mitchell. Mitchell winds inside. He'll bank and score.
Good defense by the Cavaliers. The officials are letting these guys play a little bit, so take advantage of that. Be aggressive, be physical. Stop that basketball.
Sabonis off to Lyles. The Cavs have forced 10 big Sacramento turns.
Take games off, so you switch into that mode, everyone becomes aggressive. A lot of individual responsibility has to be accepted too.
To go along with a team-high 5 assists as Garland nestles inside. Ellis dumps off to Allen, and Jared Allen's shot puts it up and in. He is an economical 5 of 6. He's been economical all season as he leads the league in field goal percentage with just a staggering 71%.
Absolutely incredible number. I can't believe a guy can shoot 71% from the field in the NBA. And every night, play that many minutes and take shots. It's just remarkable, man.
Ellis cans a 3, and so does Hunter at the other end. Allen, by the way, over his Lyles wants it back and gets it. Sabonis squares up on Allen. Now backs in, he gets triple on it. That's picked off by Garland. Swarming Cavalier defense forces another turnover. Hunter hesitates his pass, pinballs off Allen and out of bounds. And with that shot clock winding down, the room just continued to close on Sabonis as Levine cans a 3, and the Kings are back within 3. Levine this season has nailed 213 triples. That's a career high for Levine in his 11th season. Hunter sprays one over and finds Evan Mobley. Mobley works on Lyles, took a bump, dumps off to Allen. Back to Hunter it goes. The Cavs need to reset here. Strus with 6 to shoot, slices, finds Mobley. Lyles knocks it over to a teammate. It's Ellis. Ellis bounces back to Levine. Ellis, does he have another 3? Not this time. The weak side rebound is grabbed by Hunter as Hunter pried it away from Lyles. Garland's open. Garland fires, and Garland scores.
Well, a few times Cavs in transition were able to take advantage.
Rolls past one of our favorite in JR. A big part of that Cavalier championship team as here's Max Strus. Strus puts it on the floor, deals to Allen, who took a big bump from Lyles, and Allen will shoot 2.
Almost was able to finish that play.
Allen's first free throw is good as we pause for a word from Ken Ganley-Kia. This is the second free throw. Jared Allen, by the way, is on pace to become the first NBAer ever to average 70% from the field and from the line for an entire season as Hunter bumps DeRozan.
Nice job by Hunter getting a hard foul. Make them earn it. They get by you going to the basket. Don't give anything free.
Player of the Year award each of the last 2 seasons. Boy, that ball's tipped away. Hunter not.
Cavs are turning up the heat, trying to be more physical.
Sabonis dunks. Sabonis has a game-high 21. He's also grabbed 8 big boards.
Got a little too deep on that play. Jared was trying to help.
Allen gets fouled. Sabonis as well. He's certainly in that mix. DeRozan spins one to Monk. Monk baseline finds Sabonis, who flicks it up and in. Interestingly, DeAndre, what you saw there, have cleared that 65 game mark.
That's some guys who've done just some amazing things this season. That's how you win 62 games. Have all those winning streaks of 15 games or 14 games or more. It's just been remarkable. So they're very worthy, and don't hold out on the Cavs just because we're in Cleveland. We deserve this. These guys deserve these awards, and give them the full respect.
3 winning streaks of 12 games or more this season. If you get one of those in a decade, it's something special.
I agree.
Monk angles inside, and is it a foul or a shot?
Did I miss something?
I wanted to make sure that the ordinary foul was called on Strus, and indeed it was.
He should be.
He continues to give it to Eric Dalen. Max is going to watch himself here. So after 3 free throws, the Cavalier lead has been trimmed to 7. DeRozan backs in on Garland. Last King lead was at 39-38 with 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Monk looks for an opening. There is none. Sabonis now. Sabonis backing in on Allen. And he gets called for an offensive foul. Oh boy.
Wow. That's just the way he plays. So, you know, don't call it in the first place. That's the way I look at it.
Lyles first. If that whistle's blown, that's really hard to overturn. Was there clear and conclusive evidence that Sabonis, who was slamming back into Jared Allen, did anything like that? As Hunter over the top. Allen banks and misses. Monk rebounds. Under 4 to go here in the third. It has been tight throughout. We mentioned a moment ago the largest lead for either club has been 7. DeRozan wheels one off to Levine, who fires him a sharp ankle and gives the Kings a 6-point lead.
Cavs have turned up the heat just a little bit on their physicality. Really start putting some bodies on people to establish.
Merrill, Jerome, and Hunter. Jerome in his return to the lineup has sprinkled the stat sheet as DeRozan reverses, scores, and gets fouled by Sam Merrill.
Get a foot on that baseline first.
As you can see there, the Cavaliers have left a lot of points at the line here this evening. The Cavs have missed 7 free throws. The Kings, meanwhile, now are 13 of 14 from the line. Merrill uncorks a 3 that's in and out and grabbed by Monk. The Kings look for their largest lead. Levine sprays one off to DeRozan. DeRozan's poked at by Merrill. Jerome comes over for help. As that shot by DeRozan was way off, and it comes back to Levine, who knocks it down.
Tell you what, that ball went to the wrong guy, didn't it? It just bounced in the wrong direction. Don't want to leave Levine wide open because he's going to shoot it first of all, and he's pretty proficient at it.
Mobley with a ball fake finds Jerome inside. Jerome banks and scores. A footer.
Nice job, good pass, good catch. Way to play together.
Under 2 to go here in the third. DeRozan hands off to Levine. Levine puts it on the floor. DeRozan does not take a lot of threes. That's rebounded by
I totally agree, and they've been just phenomenal at just not giving up, and that's what we're going to need. I mean, this Sacramento team's playing very aggressive, very hungry. They've got a lot to lose if they lose this game today. So we have a little basketball, and I think we can do it.
Now, of course, the Cavaliers, more often than not, have been leading heading to the fourth quarter. Different dynamic here as the Cavs need to come from behind, trailing by 12. Mitchell into the forecourt, work right around Ellis. Mitchell to the basket, he lays it up and in, and Donovan Mitchell has a chance for the three-point play as he was down back behind the Cavalier huddle at the break. Serena, what do you have?
Yeah, one of the reasons you can see Tristan Thompson still huddles, he came up and said, look guys, we cannot do this individually. I'll let you go here, John.
Mitchell puts it up and in and has another chance for 3. Well, while the Cavs are going to try to do it individually, Donovan Mitchell says, put it on my broad shoulders, as what a start.
Basketball game.
Serena, excellent timing. Now you can complete your always excellent report. Oh, he'll find Mobley with a gorgeous no-look feed inside. Mobley finishes and has a chance for 3.
Yeah, you see the impact of Don.
Pinch hitting. Brent, we're thinking about you, buddy, as Mobley's free throw is good. That completes the Cavs' third traditional 3-point.
Building upon that, Sacramento's not going away.
Malik Monk checks in and gallops inside. That was knocked away from Sabonis by Mobley from behind, and Mitchell cruises into the forecourt. Mitchell inside out. Ellis still has his dribble. He'll float it up to Mobley, and Mobley finishes.
Well, Donovan's just absolutely cooking in that half court and Sacramento level. And when you do that, you're going to leave someone open, and Donovan recognizes that, takes advantage, makes a nice pass.
DeRozan goes backdoor and snaps a Cavalier 12-0 run. The Cavaliers trailed this game 9, just 2:15 to go. Jerome nestles inside. He'll float it up and in. Ty Jerome in his return has 12 points, 4 rebounds, 2 Ty Jerome numbers.
It's just deflating, John. You're on the road playing, and you're playing well as a team. You get up, you got 11, 12-point lead, and you come out in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden it evaporates. If you're the road team, it is hard to stay sustained because you played well.
Monk traveled.
It's the Cavaliers.
The Cavs down 12 after 3. Can tie or take the lead with a triple. Mitchell for the lead. He got knocked down. Monk elevate. Monk is picked up by Merrill. He'll find DeRozan. DeRozan's leaned upon by Isaac Okoro. DeRozan gets the roll. DeMar DeRozan has 23. Wait, Mitchell spilled Ellis. Off it goes to Jerome. Jerome gets fouled. He puts it up and in. Oh, what a circus shot by Ty Jerome as he has a chance for the three-point play.
You know what? He's done it all winter long.
And at that same deliberate
to make a difficult behind-the-back pass, did Sabonis.
Jerome with a pump fake, gets around Ellis. Hey, floats it up and in, and Ty Jerome has given the Cavaliers the lead.
Jerome back on the court. Boy, he has been just fantastic tonight.
Sabonis gives to Levine. Levine backs up. Angles in toward Mobley. Shovels to Sabonis. Sabonis took a shove from Jerome, and the Cavs get called for a foul.
He's following him down the bunny trail.
You mentioned Ty Jerome, Brad. It was clear as Jerome has not played the last 5 games dealing with a knee injury that he said, we're not sure. We haven't put that plan in place yet. He said that a couple of hours before the game. But you can bet, you know, he's done a great job conserving minutes, conserving energy throughout the course of the season. After tonight, for the Cavs to get to the finish line here in the regular season as Jerome walks into a 3 and buries it over DeRozan.
What a big shot. My goodness. Let's shoot a 3 and just light it up. Gives his team a 2-point lead. Great job.
Levine answers. Levine now has 29 away, has 20 off the bench in 22 minutes in his return to the lineup as Garland works inside. Boy, that's that refined floater game on display, which gives the Cavaliers
going now. The defense will really respect that, and that opens up Jared Allen and gives him a chance to be more aggressive around that basket.
Levine uncorks another. Zach Levine has nailed 6 triples.
He's such a stream, but boy, he gets going. As you can see, he can make a bunch.
Mitchell inside, had it knocked away. It comes to Lyles. Levine poked at by Allen, off to DeRozan. DeRozan late in the shot clock. He's going to have to force this up. No, brother.
Boy, defense is really good. Almost had him in that corner. Maybe take a tough if you can get a lead, but you're going to have to make some good plays.
Garland bottled up, finds Allen who stumbles. Strus comes and gets it. Strus drifting free from the corner. He drops it through. 100th career 3. Here's DeRozan. DeRozan fires. Not that time. Sabonis grabs the weak side rebound, and he gets fouled by Dunn.
On your left side, so you not only are shooting that, you know, behind the backboard, it's got to be a perfect shot. That's what Max did. He made a heck of a shot.
They assessed that foul to Jared Allen. UVA alums Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter get a rest. Boy, Jerome, what a performance in his return to the Cavalier lineup. 20 points at 23 minutes. The Cavs pick up a steal. Here's Strus. Strus finds Allen inside. Allen top.
Yeah, get Jared Allen a ton of credit there. He got out early on that defense with Isaac Okoro and created. That's just being aggressive. Love to see that from Jared Allen.
DeRozan off to Lyles. Lyles gives the Kings the lead. Now it's Mitchell with under 5 to go. Pestered by DeRozan. Did he travel? He did.
Various reasons, obviously.
Sabonis finds Ellis. Keon Ellis It's the Kings' 12th three.
Cavs are in the right position, though. You have to drop down on Sabonis, make him get rid of that basketball, and he kicked it so far out there was no help.
Garland off the Strus. He sidesteps DeRozan and gets the roll.
It's a perfect jump shot. Look good.
The starting five for each club is on the floor here with 4 minutes to go. Levine bounces to Sabonis. Sabonis skips in toward Allen. He got stripped. Mobley. Strus, bounces to Allen, and Allen just got called for an illegal screen. As
you get him with that ball on the floor, you're going to be able to get it from or deal with him. But he's strong. He gets it above his waist. It's either an offensive foul or a foul.
Sabonis from the nail off the Lyles. Now it's Ellis. Ellis returns it up top to DeRozan. DeRozan has 3 seconds with which to work. He shakes, he fires, and he hits.
Big-time shot.
He's found a handful of threes here in this fourth quarter as Garland wanders inside. He'll lay it up and in. What a ball game. As down the stretch we come here. Levine off to Sabonis. Does Ellis have another? Not that time. It was wide left and corralled. Garland's chased by Ellis. Picked up by Lyles. Steps back. Rebounded by Mobley. Mobley had it knocked away. Mitchell triggers into Mobley. Goes and gets it back. Ellis is on him. Mitchell works right past Ellis. Draws the foul on Lyles. And Mitchell will shoot free throws with a chance to tie. Allen and Sabonis do the honors. It's won by Allen. Here is Levine. He'll step back for 3, and Zach Levine has hit 7 triples here tonight as he's given Sacramento this 116. DeRozan watched by Mobley, gives to Lyles, resets, this time with 5 to shoot. He'll unload a 3 that's tipped high into the air by Mitchell, grabbed by Strus. Here comes Strus, 80 seconds to go. The Cavs trail by 5. Mitchell works right around DeRozan. Strus with a standstill 3. That was right on line. It's
threes. We wanted that one. That was a good-looking shot. Now come back to Finn.
Levine, I don't think he got it off in time. It's going to count for now. That will eventually be looked at. Boy, that was really close. Garland with a hesitation move. Slings it back to Mobley. Mobley works on a shorter. Ellis dishes off to Allen. Allen dunks. Seems to be on the hand of Levine. They're showing it here on the Humongatron.
I think you're right.
Thing that normally is reviewed and can be sent to the all 4 officials to be a 3-point game right now. It
should be a 3-point game.
Pretty big difference, and you'd like to know, especially right now. As here's Garland. Garland between the circles. He'll uncork a long distance 3. Mobley rebounds. Off it goes to Mitchell. Mitchell with a pump fake. He'll fire. Strus bats it out to Garland. 3rd chance. 4th chance. Mitchell. Pump fake, got Ellis in the air, and he'll shoot 3 free throws.